found real love, and I'm not gonna let it go. You know, baby, no one else has ever made me feel the way you do. I hope that you'll always stay near my heart, in my thoughts, in my soul.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to celebrate the union of two very special people in all of our lives, Victor and Katharina. The state of New Jersey only requires one witness to be present during a wedding ceremony, so we should all consider ourselves honored that the bride and groom have chosen all of us to be present on one of the most important days in their relationship. And bride, groom,
Sir.
Before we start, take a moment to look around at the friends and family that have come together to offer their love and support. Our presence here signifies our belief in the admiration, devotion, and respect you have for one another, and that you have made the right decision to spend your lives together. And now for something completely formal. If there is anyone present who does not agree with all the nice things I just said, and that these two should not be wed this day, speak now or forever hold your peace. Okay, just making sure. When Vic and Kathy asked me to first officiate, they said they didn't want anything too religious. However, despite their wishes, I thought I would start with a reading from something they do hold sacred, Star Wars.
Hey.
The dark is generous, and it is patient, and it always wins. But in the heart of its strength lies its weakness. One lone candle is enough to hold it back, and what luminous beings full of love we are. Love is more than a candle. Love can ignite the stars. I consider myself lucky because I was there on the night that Vic and Kathy's relationship sparked. My wife, also named Kathy, wanted to set them up. So she invited Victor to hang out with us and Katharina. Everyone got along well enough, and after we all went our separate ways for the night, my Kathy, because she couldn't leave well enough alone, immediately texted Vic to see what he thought of this Kathy. When I asked her why she was so insistent about getting these two together, she said, "I think they'll have fun." And for 7 years, they certainly have. They have traveled, kayaked, gone to concerts, drank great wine and whiskey, tasted Parisian pancakes, Swiss chocolate, and sampled every ice cream parlor in a 25-mile radius. They have hosted amazing parties and been the life of many others. They've gotten a dog, grown a garden, and even cultivated mushrooms in their living room. Well, Vic did that. Katharina wanted no part in it.
None.
They are bonded forever because of these experiences. Because in the words of Katharina's favorite yellow bear, Winnie the Pooh, it isn't much good doing anything exciting if you can't share it with somebody. And actually, I think this is the crux of their relationship, sharing. People struggle in relationships because they find it so hard to truly share their lives with another person. But Vic and Kathy have been sharing their entire lives. They are both, after all, middle children. So they respect each other. They communicate, they compromise and bring balance to one another. And most importantly, consider themselves equal partners. It's no surprise they fell so deeply in love because they know exactly what kind of love the other needs. They share everything they have, and after today, everything going forward. I tried my best to stay away from cliches for this. Hopefully the Star Wars quote at the beginning set that as a good tone. However, it was hard to avoid the metaphor of love being a fire. Because it can start easily, burn bright and hot, but keeping it going is hard work. And knowing you both so well, I know you're not afraid of hard work. Never forget that you are each other's eternal flame. Remember to share the warmth and be the little heartbeat that keeps your love alive. Okay, that's enough out of me. Time for you guys to talk, but first we need your declaration of intent to marry. You're already facing each other and holding hands? Good. Victor Bidme, do you, being of sound mind and body, wish for Katharina to be your wife and partner? Will you laugh with her in the good times, wipe her tears in the bad times, be joyous for her successes, and offer never-ending support during her failures?
Absolutely.
Katharina Aljalad, do you, being of sound mind and body, wish for Victor to be your husband and partner? Will you laugh with him in the good times, cry with him in the bad, be joyous for his successes, and of course, offer never-ending support for all his hobbies?
I do.
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Victor and Katharina have written their own vows to each other and will now read them.
The year was 2015. I was driving back from living in Texas when I get a text from my friend Kathy. Not this Kathy. Asking what I was doing next Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, and if I wanted to come to a game night / Friendsgiving with her and some coworkers. Sure, why not? I had nothing else going on. Little did I know, that would be the night I met the love of my life. The culprit, a beautiful, goofy, smart, inadvertently funny girl. She kept me laughing the entire night, and I knew that I had to see her again after that. Jump to more than 7 years later, I must have done something right, because here we are. We've had our ups, our downs, been through literal sickness and health. We've made it through our dark days, our best days, and everything in between. And I wouldn't have wanted to do it with anybody else but my best friend, my partner, and my very soon-to-be wife. And through it all, we found our own ways not to just make it work, but to thrive together. I promise that, although I know I'm not perfect, I'll always strive to be the best person I can and the best partner for you. I promise that no matter what we go through, we'll always go through it together. I promise to always be kind, compassionate, and patient, even when you get cranky, and to be decisive when you can't decide what it is that you want to eat. I promise that I'll always make you yummy drinks. And last, I promise that I'll wake up every day ready to love you with every bit of my heart. We've already built a beautiful life together, and I can't wait to share everything with you that our life has. I love you.
Hi.
Hi.
From the first day I met you, I knew you were different. You immediately noticed me. I know you were there specifically to meet me, but I met you and it felt like we've known each other forever. Since we have been together, I have always felt like you're number one. And I love you so much for that. You make me feel seen and beautiful, and most importantly, loved and safe. I thought that after 7 years with you, I'd get sick of you. But I haven't. I haven't. Every day, all I want to do is be right next to you, and I still get excited to see you walk into a room. You have seen me at my worst and at my best. You have encouraged me to take risks and helped me get over my fears, or at least some of them. But being with you has brought the best out of me, and I hope I do the same for you. As we begin this next chapter of our lives, here are my vows to you. I vow to love you on your good days, and even more on your bad days. I vow to say sorry and acknowledge when I'm wrong. Lastly, I vow to always be someone you can count on. I will always be there for you. I can't wait to grow old and wrinkly with you. I love you.
Very nice. May we have the rings? As we figure the rings out, feel free to take out your phones for photos. Oh man, I dropped it. The vows you have just made to one another are represented in these rings. May they, like these circles, be never ending. Okay. And if I may offer one piece of advice that was given to me on my wedding day, take care of each other and have fun. Okay. And just like that, by the power vested in me by the state of New Jersey and a website that I signed up for 2 weeks ago, it is with deepest pride and greatest pleasure that I present to you Mr. and Mrs. Bidmead.
It's okay, I took the case off.
Let's fall in love for the night and forget in the morning. Play me a song that you like, you can bet I'll know every line. I'm the boy that your boy hoped that you would avoid. Don't waste your eyes on jealous guys, fuck that noise. I know better than to call you mine. You need to pick me up, I'll be there in 25. I like to push my luck, so take my hand, let's take a drive. I've been living in the future, hoping I might see you sooner. I want you riding shotgun, I knew when I got one right. Let's fall in love for the night and forget in the morning. Play me a song that you like, you can bet I'll know every line. I'm the boy that your boy hoped that you would avoid. Don't waste your eyes on jealous guys, fuck that noise. I know better than to call you mine.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this main entrance, let's introduce the parents of our groom. Let's give them a big, big round of applause. They are Victor and Loredana. Ladies and gentlemen, the parents of the bride, Saha and Sonia. Ladies and gentlemen, you saw them at the ceremony today. Let's make a whole lot of noise for our bridesmaid and groomsmen. Ladies and gentlemen, the wedding party!
Oh my God, we're back again. Brothers, sisters, everybody say.
Ladies and gentlemen, the VIPs for our wedding party tonight. A round of applause. They're coming in together. Karina, Yusuf, Christopher, and Nicholas. Ladies and gentlemen, show your love tonight for the brand new Mr. and Mrs. Bimmy.
Room full of dimes, you would be $100 if being fine was a crime. Girl, they like your love fine up in the tower. The way you move like you do, ooh, it's like you do it for a living. Do a little spin, do it again. Look like you play for the win. Oh baby, I'm trying to roll, I'm trying to ride, I'm trying to float, I'm trying to glide.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause one more time for Katharina and Victor tonight.
Take my hand and hold on tight. Oh, skate to the
And now, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see something that you've never seen before in your lives. This is the very first time that our bride and groom will be dancing together as husband and wife. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the bride and groom.
When you came to me with your bad dreams and your fears, it's easy to see you've been crying. Seems like everywhere you turn, catastrophe reigns. Who really bothers from the dying? I could hold you in my arms. I could hold you forever. And I could hold you in my arms. Oh, I could hold you forever.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause one more time for Katharina and Victor tonight.
Have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one else above you? Fill my heart with gladness, take away all my sadness, ease my troubles, that's what you do. For the morning sun and all its glory greets the day with hope and comfort too. You fill my life with laughter, and somehow you make it better. Ease my troubles, that's what you do. There's a love that's divine, should give thanks and pray to the one.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause once again for our beautiful bride and her father tonight.
Vivo per lei da quando sai, la prima volta l'ho incontrata. Non mi ricordo come, ma è entrata dentro e c'era stata. Vivo per lei perché mi fa vibrare forte l'anima. Vivo per lei e non è un peso.
Vivo per lei, anch'io lo sai, e tu non esserne geloso. Lei è di tutti quelli che hanno un bisogno sempre acceso, come uno stereo in camera di chi è da solo e adesso sa che anche per lui, per questo io vivo per lei.
È una musa che ci invita
a sfiorarla con le dita
attraverso un pianoforte, la morte è lontana, io vivo per lei.
Vivo per lei che spesso sa essere dolce e sensuale, a volte picchia in testa ma è un pugno che non fa mai male.
Vivo per lei, lo so, mi fa girare di città in città, soffrire un po'.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause once again for our very handsome groom and his very beautiful mother tonight.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying how do you do. They're really saying I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They learn much more than I never knew. And I think to myself,
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause one more time
what a wonderful
for our bride and groom and their new in-laws. Thank you.
So good evening, everyone. My name is Karina. I am Kathy's older sister, and I have the great privilege of being her matron of honor this evening. So wanted to quickly thank you all for being here today. I know it's very important for them and for us, and it's been really beautiful. I have very limited memory of a life without my sister. Growing up, we've been told we look alike, we sound alike, been mistaken for twins, or my personal favorite, being assumed I'm the younger sister. Although compared, my sister is truly one of a kind. She's honest, loving, funny, and creative with a K. She's incredibly thoughtful and leads with her heart. It's impossible to not feel important in her presence. Her empathy is so profound that you would find her getting emotional at a restaurant when she sees someone dining alone. She cares, she cares deeply about those she loves and deserves every ounce of happiness this world can provide. In true middle child fashion, my sister has grown into the family mediator. She's outsmarted Yusuf and I academically, and is definitely going to be the recipe keeper of the family, as she's inherited the culinary skills of both of our grandmothers. She has taught us how to be vulnerable yet strong, and has been and continues to be a pivotal person in our lives. By luck of the draw, she managed to find another middle child to spend the rest of her life with. Oftentimes it is said the middle children are forgotten or overshadowed by the older and younger siblings. But the truth is the middle child serves as the roots of a family and secretly keeps the family from falling apart. And I have found that true in both of you. Vic, over the last 7 years, I have seen you bring a lot of happiness and laughter to my sister's life. Although you claim she's been the source of your gray hairs, I have seen you fortify each other and grow as a couple. I'm happy that she is with someone who will protect her and remind her of how special she is. Promise me to love her always, keep her sweet tooth at bay, and keep her away from hot lava. A long time ago, you promised to carry my heart. Now I promise to carry both of yours and mine. I love you both. Congratulations.
Hello there. Good evening, everyone. I'm Vic's older brother, Chris. Many of you I already know, and some of you I have yet to meet. But thank you all for coming out to celebrate Vic and Kathy's wedding. I didn't really know where to start, so I figured I would search the internet. And after a few hours, I found some really good stuff. And then I remembered I was supposed to be writing this speech. I'm honored to be standing here as one of your best men at your wedding. A long time ago when we were younger, there was all the typical nonsense you can imagine when you're growing up in a house with two younger brothers. Sometimes you felt like you had the high ground, and other times you feel like you had your legs cut out from under you. But overall, it was always great, and our relationship strengthened as time went on. There was a time when Vic attended a bourbon summer camp that was it was hosted by a company that I was working for at the time. And there we were in the middle of Kentucky with 100 other bartenders, a few that he's met before, but most of them were total strangers. And there were literally truckloads of whiskey. And there was a bit of a helicopter parent moment, thinking that if anything had happened to him, it was going to be my ass. But I was taken aback when I realized that he was good. I didn't need to worry. His personality shined and immediately started clicking with all the new faces around him. It was one of the clearest times that I was able to see that he wasn't the little kid with the bowl haircut anymore. He was able to, for the most part, take care of himself. Vic, I've enjoyed you watching you grow up and finding yourself. I admire your tenacity, even when things don't necessarily go your way, and it has made me proud to see the man you are today. You've surrounded yourself with true friends and a lovely wife. And it's not every day that you find your person, especially one that enjoys, or at least tolerates, all of the nerdy things you're into. Kathy, you are a saint for that. I remember when both of you started to consider moving in together. The true test, where all of the little annoying habits and quirks have nowhere to hide. And I'm sure there were moments of stress and strain, or times where you were trying to figure out what that noise was, and if you needed to call a doctor. And I'm sure that there was never a point where you had hoped to have so much Star Wars decor in your home. But there are those pleasant surprises when hobbies turn into tasty meals and cocktails, and quirks become traditions as you continue to grow together into each other's lives. Kathy, I'm very happy to have you as part of our family, and I wish you guys both the best. And I recognize that my place here as the best man is kind of like the dead body at a funeral. You all expect me to be here, but if I say too much, everybody starts to freak out. So I'm gonna leave you with this. And for all of you that roll your eyes at the nerdy stuff, you may just be a simple man trying to find your way in the universe. It may be difficult to see. Trust that the future is always in motion. Don't think, feel. Trust your instincts. Ignore the odds. Don't underestimate the force. And remember that your focus determines your reality. So, join me, and together we can celebrate Victor and Kathy's wedding.
أجمل عيون في الكون أنا شفتها الله على سحرها أجمل عيون على سحرها عيونك معايا عيونك كفاية عيونك معايا عيونك كفاية
When you wake up in the morning and you're shadowed by the darkness of the night. When you wake up in the morning, darling, I'll be by your side. When you get a little lonely